Hi everyone, it's Sylvia. Welcome to, drumroll please, my pantry. So I already organized my pantry. I rewatched my intro video and it wasn't that great. Today I reorganized my pantry. It was looking not so good in the beginning, but now it looks better. And I did this with a budget of $0 because at this moment in time, I am being money savvy. My pantry was driving me crazy because it's been cluttered for so long. I've been putting it off for so long. And finally, I get to breathe fresh air again whenever I come to this corner. Instead of feeling anxious and stressed, I feel a whole lot better. So I used organization tools that I already have and repurpose some items to help me get organized. I will also show you some of my pantry staples, some of the things that I rediscovered. Finding these items again kind of gave me some ideas of the dishes that I used to make. And this exercise I think will save me money because sometimes I forget what's in there and I end up buying double stuff. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into organizing. First, I think I'll show you what my pantry used to look like. As you can see, it has gotten pretty messy. I'm gonna time myself to see how long it will take. I'm gonna take everything out and then put it back in there in a more organized layout. I freed up some counter space to make space for everything that I'm gonna take out. So as you can see, it's gotten pretty messy. We do have some good organization tools in here, like the Lazy Susans. Time's ticking. So I'm just gonna use some paper towel and this cleaning solution. I think I got this because it's supposed to be a little less toxic. It's for children safe cleaning product by Dapple. I use it for everything in terms of wiping down surfaces if it needs a bit of cleaning. Otherwise, honestly, it's just some paper towel and some water, and that's about it. I think this will become my garbage tray in which I put all the crumbs that have fallen all over the place. So there's a bit of a mess here from all the onions, but no worries. We're gonna let this little liquid soak into the mess and then I'm gonna wipe it. And hopefully that'll be enough because I don't want to use harsh chemicals on this. I don't think I even have more harsh chemicals to use, but hope this works. We are approximately at 18 minutes, but honestly, a lot of the time is kind of spent moving the camera around, making sure I get all the good shots. Just the first top layer is done. I'm gonna move into the next one now. In this layer, we have all of our spices. I don't even know what spices we have sometimes, especially the ones that are deeper in there. Don't. I already did. I just emptied this second shelf and I'm already running out of space on the countertop. And I already started putting some stuff on this countertop here. I feel like we only use at most 10 of these spices. I am surprised to see a lot of the things that I didn't even know we had, like this really old honey. I am now at 37 minutes and I just got done with the second shelf. In this second layer, we have a bunch of canned goods and our oils and vinaigrettes and stuff like that. I accidentally reset my stopwatch, but we're approximately at 48 minutes and I just got done with the third shelf. And here we have some Ziploc type storage kind of bags and our tea. Here we have an overflow of things, a bunch of random things like plastic bags, lids, I don't know, more teas. I took a little break to eat a snack because that was a whole hour of just taking things out and filming. I think that the filming definitely slowed me down a bit, but it was fun getting all the angles and experimenting and stuff like that. Now the shelves are empty except that top one. I'm not even gonna touch that one. I actually ended up occupying a whole lot more counter space than I thought I would. I really thought that this was gonna be enough, but this is how much stuff we have. And it's funny that sometimes we think that there's no food at home, but literally there is so much food at home. So I thought it would be fun to highlight some of our favorite pantry items. I'm gonna start with sesame seeds. This is one of our favorites. We even toast it and then use our little pestle and mortar to crunch it up a bit so that we can top any types of foods with it. This is our toasted sesame, which we will need a refill in pretty soon, but we put it on rice. We make cucumbers, chopped cucumbers, sometimes with avocado, and sprinkle some of that on top with some soy sauce. It's really good. So my boyfriend really loves these chili flakes. They're not too spicy. I personally can't eat too much of this, but this is pretty good. It's pretty mild. These are our go-to teas, moringa and chamomile. It's been a while since I looked at the benefits for each of these, but these are typically our daily teas. Moringa is more invigorating, and recently I heard that it's supposed to have lots of nutrients, vitamins and stuff that your body needs. It's probably better in powder form for that. And then the chamomile is just a really relaxing herb. Both me and my boyfriend tend to be a little anxious, so this helps, I think. I hope. I don't know, but we love the flavors of these together, and that's our daily tea. My boyfriend definitely reaches for the creatine more often than I do, but every now and then when I remember I need to get better at remembering to take more creatine, especially for women. It's supposed to be good for like brain health, and like it's supposed to help you like think better. Since I'm working out more now, it's supposed to help with muscle growth, and I definitely want to get fit, so I'll be reaching for this more often in the future. We keep lots of jars of roasted peanuts because we like to make them into peanut butter. It is a little bit more cost effective for us. 2 of these jars, which I think are approximately $2, $2.50 each, will fill this jar up. So this jar is approximately 24 ounces and it goes a little beyond that. So really good. We use a lot of peanut butter here. I like to snack on peanut butter with some bread or some apples. It's just a really quick way to fuel, especially when I feel hangry. These are our favorite coconut cream, and we use coconut cream for our curries. He usually makes the curries, and we like to use this one because it's thicker, you get more flavor out of it, and it's always good that it's organic And it says no monkey labor. I just noticed that, but I didn't even know that monkeys were used to harvest coconuts. That's crazy. Anyway, they're nice and cute. So we like to buy things in bulk oftentimes. I just like the idea of getting things in bulk and not have to worry to replace them over and over again. So some of the things that we keep in bulk is cinnamon. We use this a lot. For me, I usually use it for teas, and we also put it in our pancakes. We get salt and pepper in bulk, and I think it's just better because when you get them in those little containers, sometimes they're made out of plastic. I mean, these are in plastic, but the little grinder things, like, you can get that plastic in your food. So we just like to refill our little salt shakers. We're actually running out of curry, but we usually get a little box of them, the pre-made mixes. This one is the curry masala for butter chicken. So we like to get them in the little boxes and then put them in our own jars and then just like save it here so we know what ingredients are in there. And we recently just got into curry, so we got the smaller boxes, but I think next time we'll get the bigger ones because we like it and it's still winter here. So I think it will be nice to eat more curry. And the last thing I'll highlight is rose tea. I will treat myself to this every now and then if I feel like it's a special occasion or my time of the month is coming up, especially in the morning, kind of be in that soft girl vibe. It is a more expensive tea, but I got this on a discount, so I feel pretty good about it. And I'm down to my last box, so I gotta be sparing. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna put everything back in here and maybe I'll talk a little bit about my process.
We were meant to live for so much more, but we lost ourselves.
So I wasn't very diligent in keeping time for the rest of the video, especially putting everything back. But we are approximately an hour into organizing everything. So one of my challenges is that we have a lot of bags like these for bulk teas, bulk items. They're kind of just floating around in the shelf. So when I go to get something, I kind of have to like move everything to the side just to get to the item that I want. Ideally, these would go in jars like these, but right now I don't have the budget for it, and I think we would need a lot of jars. So for now, I found a more of in the middle type of solution. What I did was repurposing an extra dish rack that I have. It's pretty nice, it's pretty spacious, and my thinking is I could just pull this whole thing out to find my thing and rest it on the countertop. So I am at an hour and 10 minutes. So that was approximately 2 hours of work cleaning. Realistically, from start to finish, that took probably like 4 hours. When you're filming, everything takes like twice as long. I wanted to kind of run through the way I've organized things, and just looking at it, it definitely looks way better than at the beginning. So at the moment, I don't have a big budget to buy a bunch of new things. So what I did was a lot of categorizing, putting things together by the same kind of like use case. So starting here, we have our Lazy Susan. This is mainly my boyfriend's section. So all of the things he needs to start his day. Coffee, protein. We keep our creatine here. Some of the coffee bags are over there. We actually need to refill them some coffee. I personally don't drink coffee, honestly. And then we keep our onions here. I don't know, it's kind of, we've gotten used to this space being the onion space. So next level, we have our spices. This honestly feels like a breath of fresh air. With the Lazy Susan, you're able to get the things that you need at the back of your pantry. Here at the top, I kind of grouped the spicy things together. And then here, these are kind of like the mix of spices. I even forgot that we had an everything bagel seasoning, but this would be super good on eggs. I used to use this a lot actually, especially when I used to fry tofu. This is kind of inspiring me to make some more tofu. My favorite mushroom mix. So a lot of things that I rediscovered, I put it over here so that we can kind of get inspired again to use them. At the bottom is where the bulk of the spices are. Here is our little oils section. We honestly don't use a lot of corn oil or vegetable oil. We go more with the beef fat and olive oil. Here's olive oil. I need to find a better jar for our olive oil, but I basically recycled this jar from a jar of rice vinegar. I hear that it's better to keep olive oil in a darker jar, an amber color jar, so I just need to find one of those, recycle one of those. Then we have kind of our warm slash spices that we can use for baking, some baking items here, like our baking powder. Here we have more of our, what I call our curries, more of our aromatic spices like cumin, more curry mix, turmeric, stuff like that. And here we have more of our herby things like dill, sweet basil, sage, oregano. And this is our little Asian spice corner. We don't have that many here, but this is a mix of seaweed, sesame, and salt. And we love to put this on top of rice. I've literally only used this once, the 5 spices, to make tofu, but I definitely think I want to try using these again. And back to our oils, and that's about it. And everything behind over there is our bulk stuff. So we refill some of these jars. For example, like our cumin. We mainly refill this one actually, I think. Oh, that's the garam masala. But anyway, some of these get refilled with the more bulk spices over there in the back. So I think that is fine, that it's not super visible, because jars over here empty, I could just go back and find these bulk spice that we need. We mainly keep cumin, cardamom, cinnamon in stock over there in the back, because those are our more heavy used items, and these are just overflow stuff. Whenever we make popcorn, we like to use nutritional yeast on top of our popcorn. 10 out of 10 recommend. It's just an alternative for like that cheesy kind of taste. So next level here is mainly canned goods, rice vinegar type of things, jarred goods over here. At the beginning, this was definitely kind of running wild, and now I feel like when I sit here, I see most of the things. And I discovered that we have literally 10 plus cans of corn, and I don't even know how that happened. And I found this eggplant type of tomatoey paste that we use to make shakshuka. So I see a shakshuka in our future. I also saw that we have literally 5 jars of Better Than Bouillon, and we used to be obsessed with Better Than Bouillon. A lot of tuna and sardines. Mainly my boyfriend eats those because I feel like it doesn't sit well with my stomach. It definitely is looking so much better. I know what is in our pantry now. So next level is our bulk teas. I already showed you the dish rack that I kind of repurposed. I decided to move down the peanuts here just because there's extra space, and here really is more like bulk type of things. These are not necessarily items we reach for every day, so that's why I put all of these here. We maybe reach for these items like at most every other week, every 2 weeks. So I think this will be fine. Finally, over here, it's still empty because I had these bags of bags in there, and I'm not sure if I want to put them back, so I might find a new home for them. But in this section, I rediscovered my aloe vera. I used to use aloe vera a lot, my skin, to kind of like soothe it, and I have dandruff problems sometimes. I should probably not keep these here. I don't know if it's acceptable to have these things in the pantry, but I feel like it's fine. But anyway, I used to have a lot of dandruff. I still kind of have it every now and then, but aloe vera is really soothing for that. So I kind of want to try using this again. Maybe I can use it for my skincare or something like that, because I'm into more natural skincare. My skin is definitely not perfect, but I feel like I want to explore more of that. But anyway, that's kind of off topic because this is my pantry video. I'm pretty proud of my work. It looks so much better, and I rediscovered a lot of things that I didn't realize I had, and hopefully this will last us a little bit, you know? It's just like one of those things that I've been having in the back of my head, and it always bothers me whenever I come to the pantry and I'm looking for something and don't know exactly where it is. And it was just so messy that I was kind of getting frustrated with it. So now that I've cleaned it, it feels like so much better. I'm super happy with the final results, and I didn't have to buy anything new. So hopefully this was inspiring and gave you some ideas. You don't have to have a big budget to get organized. You can use what you have. You can repurpose things. So that is all for today. I'll see you in the next one.